Welcome to the Explainer. So if you're a focused learner and you're just tired of endlessly scrolling through language apps and making absolutely zero real progress, well, you're in the exact right place. Today, we're doing a deep dive into a really fascinating approach to language learning. It's outlined in Vikas Kumar's book, Learn Spanish in 30 Days. We're going to break down exactly how this source material gives you a clear, totally practical path to everyday conversational Spanish, and it's designed specifically for absolute beginners.
Okay, let's dive into this structured learning system. First, we'll look at the beginner language struggle. Second, a 30-day solution. Third, we'll take a look inside the learning system itself. Fourth, the 4-week roadmap. And finally, who should actually use this?
Section 1. The beginner language struggle.
We all know that feeling of starting from absolute zero, right? It's completely overwhelming. You look at the grammar rules, those endless vocabulary lists, and it honestly just feels impossible. So we really have to ask, why is learning Spanish so difficult for absolute beginners? Well, the source material points out something interesting. It isn't necessarily the language itself that's the barrier. Actually, scratch that. The core problem is that learners just get completely lost when they don't have a clear step-by-step daily plan. Without that structure, it's literally just a mountain of random words and super confusing rules.
You can really see the main issue right here. On one side, you have the traditional, and let's be real, incredibly frustrating way of learning. Jumping randomly between topics and studying isolated grammar theory that you can't even apply yet. But on the flip side is the alternative, an intensely structured daily learning plan that's completely focused on practical communication. It's the difference between blindly memorizing a dusty textbook and, actually learning how to talk to real people.
Section 2. A structured 30-day solution.
The solution highlighted in our source material is a book titled Learn Spanish in 30 Days, a complete beginner's guide to everyday conversations. And hey, the absolutely crucial part of that title is the focus on everyday conversations, because this isn't about perfectly conjugating obscure verbs that you're literally never going to use in real life. The entire focus here is heavily practical. It cuts out the useless theory just to get you speaking fast. To understand why this method actually works, we really need to look at the author. Vikas Kumar is an educator and language specialist with over 8 years of professional experience. His core philosophy, as defined here, is all about emphasizing structure, patterns, and real usage over just rote memorization. He firmly believes that by eliminating the confusion through a highly logical structure, learners can completely bypass those usual roadblocks and progress, honestly, incredibly quickly.
Section 3. Inside the learning system.
Over 1,000. The book includes over 1,000 vocabulary words and example sentences. But here's the crucial point. They all come with English translations and contextual examples. So you aren't just, staring blankly at a stack of flashcards. You're seeing these words in action. And that helps you build sentence structure naturally in your brain without totally overthinking the grammar.
Next up is 200. The system provides 200 daily Spanish expressions. Now, why this specific number? Well, because these are the high-yield phrases that allow learners to immediately start having real conversations. Think greetings, asking for directions, ordering food, the whole shebang. You learn these and you can instantly survive and communicate in a Spanish-speaking environment.
Let's break down how these specific features directly benefit you. Real-life dialogues? They give you natural sentence flow. Exercises with answers provide immediate reinforcement, which is absolutely essential for independent self-study so you can actually check your own work. And those consistent English translations drastically reduce beginner confusion. It's like every single feature acts as a vital tool for practical survival and independent learning.
Section 4. The 4-week roadmap. A 30-day journey. Let's move to and see how this builds week by week. Week 1 is all about the foundation, pronunciation, and basics. Once you've got that down, week 2 introduces verbs and structure, basically giving you the architecture of the language. Then week 3 shifts gears into practical situations, actually applying what you've built to real-world scenarios. And finally, week 4 is dedicated entirely to conversational confidence. It's this really progressive, step-by-step evolution that never throws you in the deep end too early.
I really want to draw your attention to this quote directly from the source material. Short, focused lessons create a manageable learning routine. Listen, if you're a busy learner, this is your reassurance right here. By breaking the massive task of learning a new language into daily, bite-sized lessons, this system actively prevents that dreaded burnout. You literally only have to focus on today's specific task.
Section 5. Who should use this? The ideal learner. So who is this for? The ideal users are complete beginners starting from absolute zero, self-learners studying independently at home,
working professionals, and travelers. And the reason it works so wonderfully well for these specific groups is that the flexible daily structure perfectly accommodates packed schedules. Whether you're balancing a full-time corporate job or prepping for an upcoming trip to Madrid, the 30-day chunking makes it totally possible.
And to make it even more adaptable, the book is available in multiple formats: ebook, Kindle edition, paperback, and hardcover. So whatever your personal learning preference is, whether you like swiping on a digital screen during your morning commute or physically highlighting paper pages at your desk, there is for sure a format that completely suits you.
But what do you actually get out of it? Well, by the end of the program, you're going to walk away with these core practical skills. You'll be able to introduce yourself confidently, ask and answer common questions, talk about your daily routines, and easily handle typical travel situations, like navigating hotels and restaurants. These are tangible, real-world skills that you can literally use on day 31.
Now, I want to be completely transparent with you here, and the author makes this very clear as well. The goal is a reliable foundation, not perfect fluency in 30 days. Let's be real, anyone promising you perfect fluency in a month is simply not being honest. The true outcome of this structured system is a strong, highly conversational foundation that you can confidently build upon for the rest of your language learning life.
So, I leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to trade random studying for a structured daily plan that actually builds conversational confidence? If you're tired of the guesswork and you're ready for a clear, actionable roadmap, a 30-day challenge might be exactly what you need to finally break through. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this comprehensive breakdown helps you take that first confident step